Welcome viewers to a new series of book reviews by Strands publishers. To begin with, we are featuring the Booker Shortlist, and the book I am reviewing today is O. William by Elizabeth Strout. O. William is my first Elizabeth Strout book, which I realize is a shame, as all the Booker aficionados seem to have read the first two books in the Lucy Barton series by her, namely, My Name is Lucy Barton and Anything is Possible. O. William is the third book in the series, and the fourth one has also been published this September, titled Lucy by the Sea. Reading a little about the other three books have made me more curious about the fictional world, and I hope to read them as time permits. I understand that the previous two books explore the origins of Lucy Barton and how her privileged life in New York differs from the one she had as a child in the rural Amgash of Illinois. O. William also makes it a point to reflect on how where one comes from has become such a big deal in the world she inhabits. However, the focus seems to be more on her ex-husband William and his past. There is a plot that develops at a slow pace here, and it's a classic example of how keeping the temperature low at times while presenting the events and developments to readers can have a very effective impact on them. I'm not sure how those readers who are familiar with the previous books would have felt, but for me, there were enough surprises and subtle twists that kept me engaged. Even though there are several other characters who are very much part of the sequence of events, it's William, his mother Caroline Cole, and Lucy who make the lasting impressions on us in this novel, with their possible internal conflicts and identity crisis. The narration is quite straightforward, with occasional flashbacks and slightly digressive reflections. But the main plot works really well in a linear pattern. The only concern I had was that the place where I expected more conflict and a direct confrontation between William and his half-sister, the action and dialogues centered in these portions more around the narrator, Lucy. The ending seemed a little hurried, and the summing up seemed like stating the obvious to me. But after reading a little about the next novel in this series, Lucy by the Sea, I had the impression that this novel also had to serve the purpose of being a curtain raiser, setting the mood for a more radical and impressive plotline to be followed, in which the once separated couple Lucy and William end up spending more time together. Anyone who prefers a simple yet classic narrative style that explores individuals and their self-worth and relationships would enjoy this book. It explores an intricate web of thoughts rising from and centering around one's rightful place in a society that's extremely class conscious. It goes without saying that each individual matters, and their hopes, aspirations, insecurities, disappointments, and sense of fulfillment are worthy of being captured in certain time frames. There were perhaps references and insights to the settings of this novel, especially to Maine and its geographical and socio-political specifics that I had missed. But it seemed like a good start to read and explore more about it. The novel offers a slice of life feel, filled with some glimpses of the social fabric and specific settings. Anyone who cares for the basic human condition and its challenges would find this a very engaging novel. If you like the Strands book reviews, please subscribe to this channel and wait for the next review in the Booker Shortlist. Until then, Happy reading.